everyone, this is Alpha Somani, and we are on chapter number 5, Brave Prince. We have completed a part of it, and now we will move forward. Okay, so what happens in this chapter? We are learning about bravery awards. Okay, so bravery awards are given to brave children by whom? By ICCW, Indian Council for Child Welfare. So this council, this is this institute which gives bravery awards to children of India, and it is given to honor the bravery and brave deeds of children. जिन्होंने भी कुछ brave काम किया होता है, कुछ बहादुरी दिखाई होती है, उनको ये awards मिलते हैं. And कौन देता है? ICCW देता है, Indian Council for Child Welfare. Okay. So later on, what happens? There are two new awards which are having started, and these two awards have been started since when? The two awards, Sanjay Chopra and Geeta Chopra awards, they have started in 1978. Okay, so in 1978, these two awards are started, and they are given in the memory of two very brave children, Sanjay Chopra and Geeta Chopra. Okay, so these two children, what happened? They died while fighting with the kidnappers. So that's why this award is named after them, and it is given in the memory of these two brave children. And it is given to whom? It is given to the brave children and to honor the children who have performed any brave deeds. Okay. So these children are given this bravery award on Republic Day, 26th January. So this story, this chapter is about a child whose name is Prince Kumar, who is a Sanjay Chopra awardee. Means he is given the Sanjay Chopra award, which is very famous and very impressive award. And we will learn about how this person, how this common child, he got this award. So when we are studying about Prince, he is a very normal person, very normal child, like us, very ordinary child he is. He likes to play cricket, he likes to play football, he likes to watch cricket on TV, he likes Sachin Tendulkar, he likes Shah Rukh Khan, he likes samosas, he likes jalebis, he likes listening to music on TV. So he's very much like us. He's very much like any ordinary children who we know. But an incident happens on November 5, 1999, that changes his life. Okay, so now we will know what happens on this date, what happens on November 99. So on November 5, 1999, what happened? These two children, Ashish and Prince, and their father, Ramji Prasad. Okay, so all three of them, they were working in the father's jewelry shop, and as it was festive season, it was very much rush. It was very much sales were going on in the jewelry shop. Okay, so it was 11 p.m. that they left the shop. So Prince left the shop earlier, and after a half an hour, Ashish and the father, they both came to the home. So all three of them, they left for home. But while going to home, what his father saw that there were some two shady looking men, and they were moving here and there in the gully. Okay, वो गली में इधर उधर घूम रहे हैं. So the father, it's Prince's father, he had a doubt on these two shady looking men, that why are these two people roaming here and there without any reason. So Prince's father, he had a doubt on them. And now let's see what these two men are, what these people are here for. Let's check out. Okay, so suddenly now what happens is these father he goes inside, and Prince and his brother, they both are locking the door. Prince and Ashish are locking the door, and they are also about to go inside the house. But suddenly what happens? Suddenly, six or seven men push the gate open. When they are locking and closing the door, suddenly six or seven men come and they try to push the door. Okay, वो गेट को धक्का मारने की कोशिश करते हैं. Ashish and I blocked their path. So Ashish and Prince, they both try to block their path. उनका रास्ता रोकने की कोशिश करते हैं ताकि वो अंदर ना घुस सके. One of them put a revolver on Ashish's head and threatened to shoot him unless we moved out of their way. So both these children, Ashish and Prince, they are blocking the door of these seven men. And one of them, what does he do? One of these persons, one of these men, he puts a revolver, he puts a gun on Ashish's head. वो इसके सर पे, प्रिंस के भाई के सर पे गोली बोलता है कि अगर तुम नहीं हटोगे यहाँ से तो I will shoot you. Okay. So what will be our reaction if a person says, a person with a gun, if he says I will shoot you, so what will be your reaction? You will be threatened, right? You will be afraid कि ये मुझे shoot कर देंगे, मुझे मार डालेंगे. But opposite to that, these two children, Ashish and Prince, they fight very bravely with these men. Okay, so one person, he says that I will shoot you. He says to Ashish that I will shoot you. अगर तुम रास्ते से नहीं हटोगे तो मैं तुम्हें शूट कर दूंगा. The threat had no effect on Ashish. लेकिन आशीष को उस थ्रेट का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा. Who shouted back? He shouted back. उसने बहादुरी से चिल्लाया, मुझे ये खिलौना मत दिखाओ. Don't show me this toy. क्योंकि मुझे ये रिवॉल्वर मत दिखाओ. Then suddenly Ashish punched the man with the revolver on his face. And suddenly what Ashish does? He he punches the man जिसने उसको रिवॉल्वर दिखाया होता है, उसको ये पंच कर देता है. कौन? आशीष, प्रिंस का भाई. He punches the man on his face, making him lose his balance. So the man who is punched by Ashish, he loses his balance. एकदम से आपको कोई पंच करेगा तो आपका बैलेंस लूज कर जाओगे, आप गिर जाओगे. So similarly, one of these men, he also falls down. But another man with a revolver hit Ashish on his skull and he fell. Okay, but suddenly one of these men, other men, what does he do? उसने आशीष को वापस रिवॉल्वर से सर पे मारा. रिवॉल्वर से शूट नहीं किया, रिवॉल्वर से उसके सर पे मारा. And आशीष falls down. Okay, so अब इन सब लोगों में झड़प हो रही है. एक साइड है आशीष and his brother Prince, and on the other side there are seven very shady looking men. Seven जो है आपके पास चोर उचक के खड़े हैं, और दूसरी साइड दो छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं. Why did Ashish and Prince Kumar block the path? उन्होंने उनका रास्ता क्यों रोका? उनको आने क्यों नहीं दिया? एकदम से अंदर क्या आइए बता रही है? नहीं नहीं नहीं, they were very shady looking men. उनको पता था कि ये आपको आपके मेहमान आते हैं घर पे तो आपको पता होता है कि आपके गेस्ट आए, so you welcome them very nicely, right? But some thieves are coming at your home, some kidnappers are coming at your home, so you don't welcome them, right? You just fight with them. आप उनसे लड़ते हो. So that's why they knew that they were shady looking men, and that's why they blocked their path. इसलिए उन्होंने उनका रास्ता रोक लिया. उनको पता था ये बहुत shady looking से men लग रहे हैं, अजीब से लोग लग रहे हैं, doubtful लग रहे हैं. So that's why these two children, Ashish and Prince, they blocked their path. Why did one of the men do to Ashish? He, one of the men, what did he do? He hit Ashish with a revolver on his head, and he falls down. And Ashish falls down. एक आदमी ने आशीष के सर पे मारा रिवॉल्वर से, and he falls down. Ashish falls down. How did Ashish make one of the man lose his balance? So आशीष ने एक दूसरे पर्सन को क्या किया? He punched the man. Okay, punched the man with the revolver on his face, and that's how the other person, he just falls down and he loses his balance. So आशीष क्या करता है? एक बंदे को सर पे मार देता है, फेस पे पंच कर देता है, and that's how the other person loses his balance. Who fought bravely? Who fought bravely? Ashish and his brother Prince. They both the children, they fought very bravely. उन्होंने बहादुरी से लड़ाई की. This angered me greatly. अब इनमें से एक आदमी ने आशीष के सर पे मारा, वो नीचे गिर गया, तो उसको देख के प्रिंस को बहुत गुस्सा आया. He was getting very angered. उसको बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा आया. And I caught that man by his neck. और जिस आदमी ने आशीष को मारा था, उसने उसका गला पकड़ लिया. Who? प्रिंस ने उसका गला पकड़ लिया. अब सोचो एक छोटा सा बच्चा है. अब instead of getting frightened with the thieves, instead of getting frightened with the kidnappers, he's fighting them very bravely. So that's why he is a brave prince. Okay, उनसे डरने की बजाय, उनसे भागने की बजाय, he is fighting with them very bravely. Okay, so this angered me greatly, and I caught that man by his neck. उसको मैंने गला पकड़ा उस आदमी का, squeezing his hair pipe. Okay, squeezing means किसी भी चीज को दबाना. To press something is called as squeezing. Okay, children, so If any of the words, the meaning is not given in the vocabulary, I request you all to write the meaning in the book itself. ओके जो मैं मीनिंग आपको एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ किसी वर्ड का, अगर वो आपकी वोकैबुलरी में नहीं दिया है, सो जस्ट अंडरलाइन दैट वर्ड एंड राइट डाउन द मीनिंग on the top of the word. Okay, so let's get back. What happens? This person, this child, Prince, he's angered very much that some person has hit his brother. किसी person ने उसके भाई को मारा, तो उसको बहुत गुस्सा आया. Who? आशीष. And उसने उसका गला दबा दिया. And he squeezed his air pipe. उस इसने प्रिंस ने दूसरे आदमी का गला दबा दिया. एंड ही sank my teeth into his arm. और उसको अपने जो दांत थे वो उसको गड़ा दिए. ठीक है, उसको बाइट करने लगा. कौन? प्रिंस. और उसका गला भी दबा दिया. एक इंसान का आपने गला दबा दिया और उसको आप बाइट भी कर रहे हो. He started shouting in pain. So who started shouting in pain? जिस मैन का गला दबाया था प्रिंस ने, वो he started shouting in pain. वो दर्द से चिल्लाने लगा. One of his accomplices head at me. Okay, accomplices means companion. Okay, इनमें से एक का companion. Companion means साथी. इनका जो साथी था, accomplices. One of his accomplices. अब एक आदमी, अब उनका भी एक, इस जो दूसरी साइड है, इनका भी एक आदमी को ये बच्चा मार रहा है, तो उनको भी गुस्सा आया. So he moves towards Prince. उसने उसको मार रिवॉल्वर से मारने की कोशिश की. उसने शूट किया, but he missed. लेकिन मिस कर दिया उसने. The bullet hit the compound wall. Okay, so the bullet which was hit by these men on Prince, वो एकदम से जाके उनके wall पे लगी. But his second shot, then he shot him again. एक shot मारा उसने, वो तो दीवार पे लगा, प्रिंस को नहीं लगा. दूसरा shot जब उसने मारा, this person, the second shot, it pierced my back. Okay, so उससे इसकी back में almost छेद हो गया. It pierce means छेद हो जाना. Okay, when you pierce something means उसमें छेद हो जाना. So the other bullet, the second bullet, it pierced whose back? It pierced Prince's back. Barely an inch away from the spinal cord. जो आपकी spinal cord होती है, spinal cord is what? आपके पीछे जो हड्डी है, पूरी पीठ में जो एक लंबी सी हड्डी है, that is called as spinal cord. So that bullet just hits almost an inch away from the spinal cord of Prince. And I fell to the ground. So now, as आपको एक बुलेट लगी है, आप खड़े थोड़ा ना रहोगे. ऐसा मूवीज में दिखाते हैं कि बुलेट लग गई और you're just standing and you're fighting with the gangsters. No, he's a small child. उसको एक बुलेट लगी है, वो नीचे गिर गया. In the commotion that followed, the robbers fled. अब उनको लगा एकदम से कि ये लड़ाई झगड़ा हो रहा है, यहाँ पे और लोग इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे. Commotion means what? लड़ाई झगड़ा, कोई भी झड़प जो होती है उसे commotion कहते हैं. Okay. So in the commotion that followed, the robbers fled. So these robbers, these gangsters, जो thieves थे वो भाग गए. They fled away. Fled means भाग जाना. Okay. How did Prince Kumar fight? How did Prince Kumar fight? Prince fought very bravely. Why did the boy fall to the ground? Why did the boy fall to the ground? Because he was hit by a bullet. Because Prince was hit by a bullet, so that's why he fell on the ground. Why did the boy shout? Why did the boy shout? Because he was hit by a bullet, so that's why the boy shouted. Okay. How did the bullet go? The bullet pierced Prince's back, and it was just an inch away from the spinal cord. Now these two children, they are fighting with the robbers, and since there was a lot of fight, the robbers fled away. The robbers also were afraid कि आसपास के लोग आ जाएंगे. They got frightened, and then the robbers fled away. Robbers जो है वो भाग गए. My father, who was throwing iron buckets and other household items at the robbers from the second floor of our house, came running down when he heard the shots. Okay, so when these two children were fighting here, what was their father doing? His father was on the second floor. So from second floor, he was throwing buckets and other things at the robbers. वो second floor से दूसरी चीजें फेंक रहे थे robbers के ऊपर. My father, they were throwing, his father was throwing household items at the robbers. So when he heard the shot, जब बुलेट के शॉट उन्होंने सुने, रिवॉल्वर की शॉट उन्होंने सुने फादर ने, he came running down and as he heard the shots, जैसे उन्होंने शॉट सुने, रिवॉल्वर के शॉट सुने, he came running from the second floor. He and my injured brother carried me to the house. Okay, so these two people who Ashish and his father. Ashish was also injured, right? So, but Ashish and his father, they both carried Prince into the house. Our neighbors to reach the scene. So, अब इतनी ज़्यादा लड़ाई हो रही है, चिल्लाना हो रहा है. There are the shot of revolvers. There is the sound of these shots. So, all the neighbors came there. They reached to the scene and I was taken to the government hospital nearby. So now this child, Prince, he was taken to the nearby hospital. How was the father facing the robbers? So what was the father doing when the robbers were there? He was throwing buckets and other household items to the robbers from the second floor. Who carried the boy? Who carried the boy? The father and the injured brother Ashish. They carried the boy. They carried whom? Prince into the house. Where did they go? They went to the nearby hospital. Okay. So all of them, they went to the nearby government hospital. Why was boy taken to the hospital? Now, why was Prince taken to the hospital? You know it, right? As he was hit by a bullet by the robbers. So that's why the boy was taken to the hospital. Okay. So let's solve these three questions. Why was Ashish unaffected by the threat of the robbers? आशीष पे कोई भी असर क्यों नहीं पड़ा robbers का? As Ashish was acting very bravely and he was not afraid of the robbers, that's why he was unaffected. Robbers ने बोला कि हम गोली मार देंगे, but फिर भी आशीष ने bravely behave किया, and that's why he was unaffected by the threat of the robbers. What happened when the second shot was made? When the second shot was made, the robbers ने दूसरी बार गोली मारी. What happened? It shot, it hit, it pierced the at the back of Prince, and it hit almost and near 1 inch away from the backbone of Prince. Who carried Prince Kumar to the hospital? So Ashish and his father, they both of them carried Prince to the nearby hospital. So now what happens? Prince is being carried to the hospital by Ashish and his father. I was fully conscious. By then, Ashish was fully conscious. वो एकदम conscious था कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है. He is fully conscious. Conscious means होश में होना. So आशीष जो है वो होश के अंदर है क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है. The doctor said the bullet has just grazed me and had not pierced the body. So now doctor said grazed means what? Just छू के निकलना. Okay. So the doctor at the hospital, what did he say? He said that जो bullet है वो just छू के निकली है and वो body के अंदर नहीं गई है. वो it has not pierced the body. Body के अंदर नहीं गई है bullet. But the next morning, a senior doctor advised us to go to Patna. So the state capital, 110 kilometers away from Gaya. But the very next day, next morning, a senior doctor came and he advised these people, he advised the family to go to Patna. एक अगले दिन एक सीनियर डॉक्टर आए और उन्होंने इनकी फैमिली को प्रिंस को पटना ले जाने को बोला कि आप थोड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल में ले जाइए क्योंकि जो फॉर बेटर मेडिकल एड ज्यादा उसकी हेल्प हो सके ज्यादा उसको अच्छे से ट्रीटमेंट मिल सके. So the senior doctor advised to take Prince to Patna. Patna is a city which was 110 kilometers away from Gaya. At the Alok nursing home in Patna. So this family, they take Prince to Patna. Okay, and in Patna they go to this nursing home, Alok nursing home in Patna. And who is treating Prince? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He is treating Prince. He is giving treatment to the Prince. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad advised immediate surgery. So immediate means turant, and surgery, operation. Okay, so this new doctor, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he is at Alok nursing home and he advises कि अभी के अभी surgery करनी पड़ेगी and immediate operation is to be performed because it's a serious case. एक गोली लगी है. Since the bullet was lodged inside my body. Okay, so the previous doctor, he was saying कि गोली जो है it has just grazed. जो गोली जो है वो छू के निकली है. But when they go to Patna and they go to meet a doctor, Dr. Narendra Prasad, he says that the bullet has pierced the body. Bullet जो है वो body के अंदर ही घुसी हुई है अभी तक. I was operated upon and had to stay in the nursing home for 20 days. So now Prince was operated, a surgery was performed, एक operation हुआ, and they have to stay in the nursing home for 20 days और उनको हॉस्पिटल में 20 दिन तक रहना पड़ा. I had to stay in Patna for 1.5 months. And now Prince नर्सिंग होम में तो उनको 20 दिन तक रहना पड़ा, हॉस्पिटल में उनको 20 दिन तक रहना पड़ा. बट आई हैड टू स्टे ऑन इन पटना फॉर 1.5 months after I was discharged from nursing home as I was not in the position to travel. आप नर्सिंग होम से उसको 20 दिन रखा, उसके बाद उसको डिस्चार्ज कर दिया हॉस्पिटल से कि यू आर ओके. बट दे हैड टू स्टे इन पटना, उनको फिर भी पटना में ही रुकना पड़ा, पटना सिटी में ही रुकना पड़ा. क्यों? क्योंकि प्रिंस वॉज नॉट इन द कंडीशन टू ट्रैवल. प्रिंस की जस्ट अभी ऑपरेशन हुआ था, उसका भी जस्ट सर्जरी हुई थी, सो ही कुड नॉट ट्रैवल. ओके, सो इसलिए वो 1.5 महीने तक पटना में रुके. डैडी रेंटेड अ रूम देयर, उसके डैडी ने वहां पे एक रेंट पे रूम ले लिया, किराए पे एक रूम ले लिया. Moreover, I had to get pus drained from my wound for a long time. And pus means आपके जो घाव हो जाता है उसके अंदर से जो लिक्विड निकलता है, that is called as pus. So और रोज रोज ट्रीटमेंट होता था प्रिंस का, और उसको रोज रोज जो उसका घाव होता था उसको क्लीन करवाना होता था, उसमें से पस निकलवाना होता था. After that, I went on for orthopedic exercises. Okay. Orthopedic means what? Orthopedic means हड्डियों से related कुछ भी होता है उससे हम कहते हैं orthopedic. Okay. Orthopedic hospital मतलब हड्डियों का hospital. Orthopedic doctor मतलब हड्डियों का doctor. Orthopedic exercises means हड्डियों की exercises. After the surgery, what happened? Prince was given orthopedic exercises. अब उसको गोली लगी है, उसकी बॉडी एकदम स्टिफ हो गई है, तो उसको एक्सरसाइज करवानी पड़ रही थी क्योंकि उसकी, ताकि उसकी बॉडी आराम से मूव कर सके. विच हेल्प मी वॉक नॉर्मली, जिससे उसको नॉर्मली वॉक करने में हेल्प मिली. व्हेन आई वाज ऑपरेटेड अपॉन, सो जब प्रिंस का ऑपरेशन हो रहा था, व्हेन द सर्जरी वाज बीइंग परफॉर्म्ड ऑन प्रिंस, द डॉक्टर्स हैड टोल्ड माय फादर दैट आई माइट वॉक विद द लिम्प. लिम्प मींस व्हाट? लंगड़ाना. सो व्हेन द ऑपरेशन वाज परफॉर्म्ड ऑन प्रिंस, डॉक्टर्स ने बोला कि हो सकता है प्रिंस पूरी तरह ठीक ना हो पाए और हो सकता है वो लंगड़ा के चले. प्रिंस माइट वॉक विद द लिम्प. प्रिंस जो हो सकता है वो लंगड़ा के चले. फॉर्चुनेटली फॉर मी, फॉर्चुनेटली मीन्स व्हाट? किस्मत से. So I guess the word is not given in your vocab, so you can just underline the word and write down the meaning. So fortunately for me, किस्मत से प्रिंस के लिए that did not happen. उसके साथ ऐसा नहीं हुआ. He did not walk with the limp. वो लंगड़ा के नहीं चला. He was walking in a normal way. What effect did the bullet bring on Prince Kumar's body? What effect did the bullet का क्या effect हुआ प्रिंस कुमार की बॉडी पे? क्यों उसको ऑर्थोपेडिक एक्सरसाइज लेनी पड़ी एंड उसको एक वुंड हो गया उसकी बॉडी पे वुंड हो गया. देयर वाज अ वुंड फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम एंड he was not able to walk properly earlier. What did the senior doctor advise them? Senior doctor ने क्या advise किया उनको? Senior doctor advised for an immediate surgery. तुरंत एक surgery के लिए. No, sorry. Senior doctor was in this hospital. Senior doctor advised them to go to Patna for better medical aid, for better medical treatment. Okay. And what did Narendra Prasad advise? Senior doctor ने तो advise किया कि आप तुरंत के तुरंत आप पटना जाओ ताकि आपको better medical aid मिल सके. And Dr. नरेंद्र प्रसाद ने क्या advise किया? He advised for an immediate surgery. उन्होंने तुरंत के तुरंत ऑपरेशन करने के लिए advise किया डॉक्टर नरेंद्र प्रसाद ने. How long did Prince Kumar stay at the hospital? So how long did he stay at the hospital? He stayed there for 20 days. And how long did he stay in Patna city? He stayed in Patna city for 1.5 months. Why? Because he could not travel, because the operation has been performed on Prince, so he could not travel, and that's why he had to stay in Patna for 1.5 months. It was while I was at the nursing home that Dr. Prasad told my father that I could get a bravery award for what I had done. So now, when they were in hospital, डॉक्टर प्रसाद ने उसके फादर को बोला, प्रिंस के फादर को, कि प्रिंस ने जो इतना बहादुरी का काम किया है, he might get a bravery award. उसको bravery award मिल सकता है. उसको ये जो bravery award है, जो बहादुरी वाला जो award है, he might get that. Later, फिर बाद में, my elder brother, who's the elder brother of Prince? Ashish, who studies in Delhi. Okay, so other elder brother, उनका आशीष के अलावा भी एक बड़ा भाई, who studies in Delhi, submitted an application at Rashtrapati Bhavan and completed other formalities. Okay, so now this elder brother of Prince, he completed सारी formalities. उसने application दी कि मेरे भाई को ब्रेव इसने इतना बहादुरी का काम किया है, उसको एक bravery award मिलना चाहिए. So he submitted that application in Rashtrapati Bhavan and he completed all the formalities, जो application forms जो भी भरना था, that elder brother of Prince, he completed that. On November 14th, 2000, my father read the news about me getting the award in a newspaper. So, अब एक बहुत they got a very happy news. What was this happy news? On November 14th, 2000, November 14th को प्रिंस के फादर ने न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ा that the prince is going to get a bravery award. So my father was overjoyed. The prince's family, his father was very overjoyed. Overjoyed means बहुत खुश होना. So prince's family was overjoyed. My friends, classmates, and teachers were all very happy for me. So now you are getting a bravery award from at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, so that's a huge thing, right? So all the people, all the colleagues of Prince, all the teachers, all the friends and his family, they were very happy with that. Everybody was congratulating my father and me. So everybody was congratulating Prince. Why were they congratulating? Congratulating means say congratulations bolna, badhai dena. Why was everyone congratulating Prince? Because he was going to get a bravery award at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Ashish, my brother, got a General Bravery Award. It was our greatest moment. So, Prince was going to get Sanjay Chopra National Award, and Ashish was going to get a General Bravery Award. So, दोनों दो बच्चों को आपकी फैमिली में अवार्ड मिल रहा है. सो दैट वाज अ ग्रेटेस्ट मोमेंट. वो हमारा सबसे बड़ा पल था, सबसे खुशी का पल था आशीष और प्रिंस और उसकी फैमिली के लिए. What did the father read in the newspaper? What did the father read in the newspaper? He read the newspaper about Prince getting the bravery award in the newspaper. Who role did the award play in his life? This is not who role, it is what role, okay? So what role did the award play in his life? What role did the award play? So no, we were here. How did he feel? Okay, question number 2. How did he feel? How did Prince feel? Prince was overjoyed and he was surprised, very much surprised by it. Third one, name the award Ashish and Prince Kumar got. So Ashish got a General Bravery Award and Prince got Sanjay Chopra Bravery Award. Who congratulated them? Their friends, family, teachers, classmates, all of them, they congratulated the children.